Seed is a misunderstood attack agent, and I'm going to explain why. I feel a lot of people in the community don't understand like her true value and what she's going to bring, not only just for attack but for the game as well. Now, I originally wasn't thinking about getting Seed before, well, my latest video, but also just having Seed on my account. There were things I wanted to do with her that, well, obviously the devs had a different intention for, but I think I came to recognize her value the more I played her and the more I think about it. When it comes to Seed, the devs made it clear that they're trying to move the game in a direction where all agents feel important on the battlefield rather than just one agent doing all the damage. Now, I know a lot of people have not seen this video because it was mostly just on Twitter, and like they post the video and it wasn't in a live stream, but it is said from the dev's mouth that they want all agents to feel like they're all contributing something to the team. So how does this relate to Seed? So let's go back to old DPS units, like attack agents from before 2.0. This also includes Hugo too. So like Zhuyan, Haramasa, even Evelyn and Hugo. All of them are mainly a DPS that you're on field for, or they're doing most of the damage in the team. Sammy also is in this category as well. Now, Seed is different because she wants another attack agent, but she provides buffs towards them. But she demands that the other attack agent, or the player themselves, to work together with that attack agent, which is very new to some people that haven't tried a dual attack comp because it wasn't incentivized to do so, which I can understand. The game was not made with that in mind. The game has always been for attack agents to have the DPS agent, the stunner, and support, or more support agents. We got a dual support comp for a hyper carry comp, but basically the attack agent comp is just simply attack, stun, and support. Now when it comes to Seed and how I feel that the attack class is going to evolve and why she is really special, because this is straight up the dev saying we're going to be expanding the class to just be, it's only just the attack agent doing all the damage. Now, we had this before, and a lot of people don't seem to recognize it because it was during 1.4. Haramasa is this DPS that they try to expand upon. If you look at his additional ability, which requires a stun or anomaly character, Haramasa works really well with anomaly characters just because he gets his quivers off field, so he is doing something, and he cares about the anomaly bar because if you do proc it, that means you get free dashes. That's why in my latest video I had Yanagi in the team, because she can proc the anomaly to generate quivers for Haramasa. Now granted, the team is very memey and it can be played at M0, but that's not the point. The point is the team functioned as a team. Each character had their own role in the team. And back with the old DPS units, yes, they're supposed to do damage, but what are they contributing to the team other than damage? They don't do anything, which is why Seed is designed the way she is. She's providing the attack agent on her team more attack, a crit damage buff, and also she regenerates energy for them. So now she has a purpose of being in a team with the other attack agent. Now granted, we are going to get Orphe soon, so a lot of people are going to gravitate towards Orphe as that, which is fine. But when it comes to Seed expanding of future attack agents, the devs are now going to look at Seed to see if they want that attack agent to be partnered with her or not. Or regardless of what you do, you can make them both work. When it comes to like attack agents and anomaly the only two outliers I would say is like, I guess Jane and Miyabi have always want to be played with another agent, which is fine because Anomaly wants to proc disorders. But why all of a sudden, when it comes to Seed, nobody wants to like try this duo attack DPS comp? Like we've had Anomaly for a while. We've been in a Anomaly meta for a while, but nobody wants to like really try to do this with attack agents, with Seed specifically. And it's really just because it's just difficult to do. The game has not taught us any form of way to operate a duo attack team comp. Now, granted, when I was trying the Seed Haramasa team, it took me a while to understand what characters needed to do their techniques, when to use Seed's gauge, when to EX with Haramasa, when to do his dash attacks, and every attack agent is different. And I think that's a really, really beautiful thing that Seed can do that. She allows every attack agent to play differently. Compared to Anomaly, oh, let me just put one Anomaly, it's time to switch, time to use another Anomaly, proc disorder, rinse and repeat. I have Asher, Trigger, or whoever support in the team. Yuzuha just makes it easier. But attack has different routes. They have different play styles, which I think is just a really good thing in the case for Seed. That if people get bored of Anomaly, they could just use Seed plus whatever attack agent comes out in the future, which is just really strong in my opinion when it comes to that. Granted, it's something new that they're trying, but we already had that character before. We had Haramasa that could almost work with Anomaly, not other attack agents necessarily, but a lot of people thought he was clunky. That, you know, why would I use Haramasa when I could just use Sammy or just use Miyabi in a free patch? I mean, not a free patch, in the patch. But we've had creators that have tried Haramasa with Anomaly. R2 uses him with Grace. I use him with Yanagi. And other people used him with Miyabi because Anomaly agents do work with him. Because he generates quivers, it saves energy. But yeah, you have to use him. But in the video that I made, I use him as a burst, which is what he's intended to be. A lot of people like the hypercarry style, there's nothing wrong with that. But just know that it's extremely more difficult to maintain that without getting more anomalies or stunning as fast. I'm probably just ranting at this point or just rambling, but to bring it all together, I think Seed is a very good character that a lot of people just don't understand because they don't want to change their mindset of how attack has been played and has been shaped into since the beginning of the game. Now, you might think, oh, I'm only an Anomaly player. Not necessarily. I have Zhu Yin, I have Haramasa, and I just got Seed. I like what she brings to the attack class to make it feel like it's not just one DPS doing all the damage. I just felt like the role was boring because of that. But now we have something to expand upon it, and it's really fun to me. But when it comes to the mindset of old 1.0 units, when it comes to attack specifically, it's been designed from for instance, the beta, that okay, attack has to be the main DPS. Most of their damage is in the stun window. Until they started changing their philosophy when Haramasa dropped of what an attack agent could do, we should have already been seeing the signs. Evelyn can also do our strongest form of damage outside of stun. Soldier can too, but Evelyn just has better multipliers. Hugo needs the stun, but he can reset it really quickly with 2 stunners. It's still a hypercarry comp, but it's a different way to play. But Seed is allowing these other attack agents like Nekomata, Billy, Corrin, Soldier 11 even, to have a different sort of playstyle that allows them to be more comfortable and eases off pressure from them to do all the damage. That's why, when it comes to the whole attack versus anomaly discussion, why attack is falling off, Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is just because they're older units, and the newer anomaly agents are just stronger. Two, their kits are really outdated. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean by outdated, but like some of their additional abilities are just not good anymore. When we have something like Evelyn or Hugo that have just way more flexible additional abilities. And lastly, it's because attack agents are going to get 2 DPSs. There's a reason why Evelyn and Hugo, when it comes to Prime are in 0.5, because their damage is ridiculous for just themselves. But all the other attackers don't have that sort of high damage when it comes to comparing them against an anomaly team that uses 2 DPSs. We get Seed, and all of a sudden people just, nah, I don't think Seed is that good. She should have been at 0.5. And she's branching out the entire attack class by allowing you to have a secondary DPS. Not only that batteries your main DPS that you want to use, but she gives buffs as well. And she has ridiculous damage as like a main or a sub DPS. I just don't understand. Like, we have this really strong character. Now, if you don't like how she looks or you just want to play as Seed Senior, that's fine. I can understand that not pulling a character. Because I didn't want to pull for Miyabi. I definitely didn't want to pull for Vivian. But I had to. Because I really didn't have any anomaly agents to work with Yanagi. But I had to at the time. Do I regret it? Not necessarily. I guess I'm just rambling on too much. What do you guys think about Seed? I know our banner is about to end in a couple of days. We're going to get Orphe. But I think Seed is a really good character that's going to blossom in the future when it comes to attack agents. Because every single attack agent from here on is going to be looked at with Seed. Now, regardless if you want to play in a hypercarry style, remember, the devs have said from their mouth, they want to make the team of whatever agent you're playing with feel like a team rather than a one agent solo mission. So let me know what you guys think. I'm Zanasa. I'm signing off.